You spend your life building walls, walls of plans, walls of expectations, walls of how it should be. You fortify yourself with ambition, with grind culture, with the illusion of control. You believe if you are strong enough, disciplined enough, you can command reality itself. And then life hits. Not with a problem you can solve, but with a truth you cannot change. A betrayal, a loss, a failure that was not in the blueprint. And in that moment, your walls become your prison. Your discipline turns to rigid panic. Your warrior mindset meets an enemy it cannot outfight. What is? What if I told you there is a power more formidable than any goal setting, any motivational hack, any attempt to force the world to bend? A principle so potent it was the secret weapon of gladiators, generals, and emperors facing destiny's blade. This is not passive surrender. This is the ultimate active stance of the modern mental Spartan. This is the power of radical acceptance. The power of radical acceptance. Part 1. The default setting. The war against reality. Welcome, Spartans. Before we forge the new mind, we must understand the flaw in the old one. Our default setting is not peace. It is not acceptance. It is a silent, lifelong war against the nature of things. We are born into a covenant with reality, and we spend our lives trying to renegotiate the terms. We suffer not from events, but from the gap, the Grand Canyon that opens between our expectations and the unyielding ground of truth. Your suffering is a formula. Pain equals what has happened times your resistance to it. The greater the resistance, the greater the agony. We are taught to be fighters, to conquer, to overcome. But we were never taught the first rule of engagement. You cannot overcome what you will not first acknowledge. Look at your life. The simmering frustration in traffic, a war against physics and other people's choices. The anguish over a past mistake, a war against time. The anxiety about a future outcome, a war against imagination. You are a soldier in a phantom army, exhausted from battles against ghosts, while the real war for your inner sovereignty goes unattended. Part 2. The Stoic Foundation, the unshakable rock. 2,000 years ago, in a world far more brutal and uncertain than ours, a philosophy was forged not in comfort, but in turmoil. Stoicism was the operating system for those who faced the Colosseum, the battlefield, the plague, the fall of empires, and at its core was a radical, unflinching doctrine of acceptance. Epictetus, the slave-turned-philosopher, began his entire teaching with a line that should be etched into the wall of every warrior's mind. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. This is the fundamental discrimination, the prohairesis, our faculty of choice, our judgment, our intention, is our sacred domain. Everything else, our body's health, the actions of others, our reputation, our wealth, the weather, these are externals. They are the playing field, not the player. Radical acceptance is the disciplined, voluntary act of withdrawing your hope and your fear from that second column, the externals, and investing it entirely in the first. It is saying, my will shall be directed only at what is mine to direct. The rest, I will see clearly and I will meet without complaint. This is the rock. This is where we plant our standard.
Part 3. The Anatomy of Acceptance. The 3 Pillars of Power. This is not a vague concept. It is an architectural blueprint for an unbreakable mind. It stands on 3 pillars. Pillar 1. The clear-eyed seeing. Before you can accept, you must see, not through the filter of your fear, your desire, your story. You must see the naked fact. The Stoics called this objective representation, phantasia kataleptike. It is stripping the event of its adjectives. It is not a catastrophic failure. It is the project did not achieve its goal. It is not a devastating betrayal. It is this person acted contrary to my trust. You remove the judgment, and in doing so, you drain the event of its toxic secondary power. You see the thing itself, not the monster your panic has dressed it as. Pillar 2, amor fati, the love of fate. Here is where we move from discipline to alchemy, from accepting fate to loving it. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself, "A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it." Nietzsche, centuries later, coined the term for the ultimate Stoic attitude, amor fati, the love of one's fate. This is not mere tolerance, it is the active embrace of every single thing that has happened, is happening, and will happen as the necessary raw material for your evolution. The setback is the curriculum. The obstacle is not blocking the path, it has become the path. The loss has carved out a hollow space in you where new strength, new wisdom can now grow. Amor fati is looking at the prison cell, as Boethius did, and writing the consolation of philosophy. It is looking at exile, as Seneca did, and writing profound letters on the nature of life. It is turning the poison into medicine. Pillar 3, the sovereign present. Resistance is a time traveler. It lives in the past, obsessing over the unchangeable. It lives in the future, catastrophizing the unimaginable. Radical acceptance grounds you with absolute authority in the only moment that has ever existed or will ever. Now, right now, in this precise moment, what is actually physically true? Is your body whole? Is air entering your lungs? Is there a task, however small, before you? Seneca said, "The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today." Acceptance murders the phantom past and the imaginary future. It leaves you with the present moment as your only sovereign territory. And in that territory, you are king. You have full authority to choose your response.
Part 4. The Crucible, Forging Acceptance in Fire. Theory is nothing without drill. Here is your training manual. Drill 1. The Verbal Anchor. When the wave of resistance hits, the tight chest, the rising heat of anger, you must act before the story spins. You speak the fact, aloud. The deal has fallen through. The test result is positive. He said no. You anchor the event in the physical world with your voice. You give it a name, and in naming it, you begin to separate yourself from it. You are not the event. You are the consciousness witnessing it. Drill 2. Premeditatio Malorum, the preemptive strike. This is the Stoic practice of negative visualization. It is not pessimism, it is immunization. Each day, for a few minutes, you visualize the acceptable loss. You see your car breaking down. You see a critical email arriving. You see a public mistake. And you visualize not the panic, but your calm, accepted response. This has happened. I see it. I accept it. Now I proceed. By accepting the possibility in advance, you rob the reality of its power to destabilize you. You have already visited that future and planted your flag of acceptance there. Drill 3. The dichotomy of control, the triage of energy. Take a sheet of paper, draw the line. On the left, what I control. On the right, what I do not control. Now take your current crisis and triage it. Your effort, left. The outcome, right. Your words, left. Their interpretation, right. Your commitment to the process, left. The recognition you receive, right. This document becomes your battle plan. You devote 100% of your energy, your thought, your spirit to the left column. You grant the right column its freedom. You let it be. This is the essence of strategic detachment. Drill 4. The philosophical turn. This is the application of amor fati. For every misfortune, you ask the Stoic question, how can this be used? How can this failure make me wiser? How can this delay make me more prepared? How can this criticism make my work more robust? You turn from victim to alchemist. You are no longer a site where things happen. You are the agent who transforms what happens into fuel.
Part 5. The Warrior's Application. Acceptance as the launch pad. Understand this clearly, Spartans. Acceptance is the calm before the decisive action, not the substitute for it. It is the moment the archer stops fighting the wind and instead accepts its force, adjusts his aim, and lets the arrow fly with perfect clarity. You accept the diagnosis so you can research treatments with a calm, focused mind, not a terrified one. You accept the market crash so you can assess your real position and rebuild from a foundation of truth, not denial. You accept the end of the relationship so you can grieve cleanly, learn honestly, and open yourself to a new connection from a place of wholeness, not neediness. This is proactive, empowered acceptance. It creates a platform of psychological stability from which effective, deliberate action becomes possible. You are no longer reacting from a place of panic. You are responding from a place of principle. Part 6. The Fortified Mind. What you become. What is the end product of this relentless practice? You are forging a mind that possesses what the ancients called euthymia, a well-regulated soul, serenity, and imperturbability. You are building the inner citadel that Marcus Aurelius spoke of, a fortress that cannot be breached by external chaos. You become like the oak that accepts the storm. It does not curse the wind. It does not wish to be a willow. It uses the resistance to drive its roots deeper. Its strength is literally forged by what it accepts. You develop a confidence that is unshakable because it is not dependent on things going your way. Your confidence comes from knowing that no matter what happens, you have a methodology, a philosophy, a practiced strength to meet it. You will not be surprised by life's nature. You have made peace with it, and in that peace, you have found an infinite source of power. Part 7. The Spartan's Charge. Your 2026 Mandate. The year 2026 is not a set of dates on a calendar. It is a series of moments. Moments of success and moments of what you now call failure. Moments of connection and moments of stunning loneliness. Moments of clarity and moments of utter confusion. Your task is not to ensure only the good moments happen. That is the fantasy of a child. Your task as a mental Spartan is to bring the power of radical acceptance to every single moment.
to meet each one with clear eyes, a calm heart, and the unwavering question, what is within my control now? You are not surrendering to life, you are surrendering your childish war against it. And in that surrender, you claim a victory that can never be taken from you. Victory over your own helplessness, your own resentment, your own fear. You are trading the fragile armor of expectation for the invulnerable skin of truth. You are stepping out of the phantom war and into the real one, the glorious, difficult, meaningful war of building a character worthy of your challenges. So let 2026 come. Let it bring what it will. You have your orders. You have your drill. You have your philosophy. See clearly. Love your fate. Act from the present. This is how you train your mind. This is how you conquer yourself. Now go forth, accept, and conquer. Mental Spartan, out.